Yo, hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, if you're watching us live, sorry for the slightly late start. We have a couple reasons for that, but hey, everything's all good. So you guys, hey, if you like your Van Halen, this is the place you want to be right here. This is called Exclusively Van Halen. This is the Van Halen show on YouTube. We just did a 3-part series on the Kramer that few knew about. Check that out. There's the card for that. Yeah, so Van Halen. If you guys like your Van Halen, this is the place right here. I mean, look at this.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching Exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!
Hey, what's up, you guys? Johnny Beane here. This is Exclusively Van Halen, the Van Halen show on YouTube. Applause. This just in. Bay Area Rich made it. So we have an unboxing from Rich, and that's one of the reasons for the late start was I wanted to make sure that he was home so he could watch the unboxing. Right?
Yep.
There you are. I see you, dude. There you are, man. So, Exclusively Van Halen. This is the Van Halen show on YouTube, on X, on where else are we? We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok, Spotify, everywhere there is.
Lemonade?
So, yes, we're on Lemonade, which actually TikTok owns. So jump over there, check us out, you guys. See, right, bottom of the screen, Lemonade. There it is. So, Ron Gunner is here. What's up,
Hello,
man?
everybody.
Hello.
Did not have a 100-degree day today, but we had lots of rain. I guess it's just going to rain all summer here.
It's a beautiful day here in Santa Cruz, California. I forgot I was going to film some footage from the beach. I didn't make it over there, but it was such an amazing day today, weather-wise. Just awesome.
Cool.
Awesome stuff. So, and you know what else is awesome? Channel membership here on the Johnny Beane YouTube channel, right? If I can find the card. StreamYard changed everything up, and so it's kind of cool, but kind of confusing. But hey, channel membership, it is a great way to help support the channel because we can use all the help we can get. Top tier are the executive producers, and they get a special shout out at the top of every talk show. They're currently Michael B, Music Therapy Laz, Majestic PB and J Cat, Flipper Carlin. I saw you. Flipper, are you here? I saw you in a comment on another video from years ago. CC on a different channel. It wasn't even my channel. Bay Area Rich, Sherman Callahan, Nova 9, R Habs, and of course, Janice Lala, the intern. Thank you guys for being top tier channel members. Now, just being a channel member in general, you get your name in green in the chat. You get special emojis that only you can use. You get a check mark next to your name so we know you're the real deal, right? Like
Yes.
there's plenty of fake me's, the wannabeans out there. But I got the mark next to my name. I'm the real thing. You guys know that. So if you're in my chat and you have a check mark next to your name, we know you're the real deal too. So, all right, what do you think?
Andy Russell. That wouldn't have to be the Andy Russell from the Pittsburgh Steelers, would it?
I don't know.
From years ago.
Are you from the Pittsburgh Steelers? Well, it says Andrew.
Well,
Andrew
Andy.
Russell.
Andy short for Andrew.
Yeah, but Andrew is long for Andy. Check mark. Yeah, check. Everybody with a check mark, report in. Who has a check mark in the chat? We want to see everybody with check marks in the chat. Although on the StreamYard side, it's like a little S or something. Like it doesn't look like see, it's like a little it's not that. That's just within StreamYard. That's just what we see here. But we got you, we got Mike Wood, we got Janice, we got let's see. Well, and are you from the Steelers, man? Thanks for shortening my name. You're welcome, man.
Hey, Andy Russell was a great defensive player for the Steelers in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, that's cool. Music Therapy Laz is here. Good to see you, man. Blue Sky. Yeah, I'm on Blue Sky. So follow me over there. Billy Ray 5150. We'll say hi to everybody. MPN 5150 is here. And MPN, I saw your video unboxing the guitar. That was him, right?
Yeah.
That's MPN. Okay, I saw the video of you unboxing the guitar that Ron did for you.
The Cosmo.
Looked amazing, dude. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because he tagged me in the video. That's how I saw it, because I got the notification for it. So, right on, dude. Very good. All right, who else is here? We got Keith H, kind of late. Yeah, I mean, technically we're about 30 minutes late. But like I said, we wanted to wait for Bay Area Rich to get home. We have an unboxing. Right here. Very special. From what Rich says, this is a very, very special Van Halen item. I have no idea what it is. I have no clue. Address is yeah, the address is covered up, I hope. Yeah. Well, there's my address. You guys can have my address all day long. There you go. If you guys want to send anything in, send to that address right there. So we'll do an unboxing in a little bit. Actually, I have two unboxings. I got something else here.
Yeah, start with that one now, then we'll do the show and end with Rich's.
It's not Van Halen related. Well, let's do a Van Halen story first, because that's why people are here. So let's do something. Now, I know AOL, MySpace. Yes, I'm still on MySpace. Unfortunately, when you get rid of AOL, they keep your username. So you can't get that back on AOL, supposedly. So anyway. Okay, so let's do this. This is pretty cool. Eat 'em and Smile anniversary, you guys, yesterday. July 7th, 1986. The album was released. It was recorded at the Power Station in New York City. Fantasy in Berkeley, dude. I used to eat at a restaurant across the street from Fantasy. Can-Am in Tarzana. That's cool. So, how many years ago was that? I don't even want to know.
86. It was 39 years ago.
86 years, dude. That's a long
39 years.
39 years ago, yesterday, Eat 'em and Smile, the debut solo album from former Van Halen singer David Lee Roth, was released. It follows his successful debut EP, Crazy from the Heat, 1985. The album was certified platinum in the U.S., selling over 1 million copies.
Forget about it.
Those music videos, I thought they were funny.
David.
I thought they were. I thought those videos were a lot of fun. So here's some quick background. Let's see if I can actually figure this out with the new StreamYard. After releasing Crazy from the Heat, an EP of lounge standards that became a surprise hit during early 1985, and after parting ways with Van Halen while the band was at its commercial zenith, Roth assembled a new backing band. Okay, let's see if we can do this. I was going to do this, but everything's different now. So, well, actually, okay, here we go. So you guys know he assembled a new backing band, bassist Billy Sheehan. Hey, this is Billy Sheehan. You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Hola, amigos. This is your bass player, Billy Sheehan. You're watching me right here on my dear friend,
It went away.
Oh no.
Johnny Beane. We do radio IDs all the time, but if it's not written down, even if the guy is standing right there, it's a weird mental
You said we're dear friends, but then you couldn't remember my name.
Dear friend, what's it?
Who was that?
No, it's a weird thing. Whenever we do radio IDs or TV things, if it's not written down, you're lost. It's hilarious. But Johnny Beane, come on, here we go. Let's do take 2. I'll get it this time, I swear to God.
All right. Ready.
All right. Hola, amigos. This is Billy Sheehan, your bass player, here with my dear friend Johnny Beane. I never forget this guy. He's been so wonderful to me. Let me do take 3. Sorry.
Thank you, Bill. Billy Sheehan. Oh, that reminds me. He posted a photo today of the Eat 'em and Smile days. That's one of the things that I wanted to show. It says I'm live. I am live. I'm over on X. It says Johnny Beane is live. How do you even do this? Do this. And by the way, this is a podcast on Spotify, so follow us over there. We have a great time. Man, I thought I liked the post. Oh, here it is. Eat 'em and Smile, the 39-year anniversary of that record released. He's saying a couple days ago, but I guess it was yesterday, right?
Yeah, 7th.
Great times. We had such a blast. Amazing memories. So this is a post from Billy Sheehan. There they are. Very cool. Looks like they're having dinner. There's the band. Right on. Very cool stuff. Okay. All right, we'll continue reading here. Let's see. Billy Sheehan, later of Mr. Big, who I saw. I saw Mr. Big. I saw them live. I met them. It's pretty cool. Drummer Greg Bissonette, which I have a channel ID here somewhere. They changed everything. It's not my fault. But at least I can see like the thumbnail of the. Oh, there it is.
Hey, it's Greg Bissonette. You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Thank you, Greg Bissonette. He's wearing a Ringo Starr hoodie. By the way, happy birthday, Ringo Starr. Just imagine being a Beatle. Let's see. There we go. Later of Ringo Starr's All-Star Band and Virtuoso, which I can never say that word right. How do you say it? How would you say that word?
Virtuoso. Now you got me saying virtuoso.
Virtuoso.
It's virtuoso.
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 Yes.
How do you guys say that? In the chat, type out virtuoso, but type it out so we can read it.
It's virtuoso.
Virtuoso.
And guitars, virtuoso guitars, Steve Vai.
Johnny.
Huh?
Hey, Johnny. I'm over here.
Hey, who's this?
Over here. Over here, Johnny.
Whoa.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing? This is Steve.
Is that Virtuoso Steve Vai? That's amazing. Amazing stuff, you guys. Who had played with Frank Zappa. Are we taking calls? Okay, I'll take this call only because I didn't take your call the other night and I feel bad. All right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't take his call the other day and but I'll take his call tonight only if it has to do with what we're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
It does, Johnny.
Okay, good. Who is this, by the way?
All right. It is Music Therapy Labs. Right. And I'm calling to help you with the words.
Okay.
Virtuoso. So
What?
think of it, the word virtuoso.
Virtuoso.
Yeah, hold on. Don't try to say it again.
Wait a minute. Now your phone's ringing. Now somebody's calling you.
I gotta hang up on them. All right. Just hung up on him. Okay. It is about the word. The root word is virtue.
Virtue.
It's a Latin word. Virtue. Yeah,
Virtue.
Right?
Virtuous.
So
Okay.
a person who has virtue, meaning that they're a virtuous person. So if there's a virtuous person that can play guitar, in other words, they're really good.
Like Steve
They have
Vai.
virtue. Right? Yeah, like Steve Vai. They are virtuous, or they are a virtuoso. So just say virtue and also. Virtuoso.
Virtue also.
Not also. But now you got it. Now you're not saying virtuoso or Yoko Ono or whatever. All right? You're good? You got it?
Virtuoso.
Bingo!
That still
Oh,
doesn't
sorry
sound
about
right to
that.
me. All right.
You nailed it. All right. I'll leave you back to the show. Goodbye.
Awesome. Thanks for the ice cream yesterday. All right. We ate ice cream at his mom's house. We sat next to his swimming pool yesterday. Virtuoso. Right?
There you go. Yes.
Steve Vai, who played with Frank Zappa, which, by the way, we have a Frank Zappa connection. Pill and Alcatraz. Roth later said that the songs written for the album were originally intended to form the soundtrack to the film Crazy from the Heat, which was never made. It'd be interesting, actually, if somebody... Hey, let's talk about that for a second. You know, with AI now,
Yeah.
where people are doing all sorts of weird stuff, I could see somebody making an AI version of Crazy from the Heat now. Because there is like a script out there or whatever, and there's his book. Well, the book is called Crazy from the Heat, right? I could see somebody doing that. So David Lee Roth News Desk, if you're watching us over on X.
Mr. Mike, can you do that?
Or Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike, your assignment is to
If
make
you
an
choose to
AI.
take it.
Oh, he'll take it. Because I have that guitar pick that he needs. It's still sitting here. Mr. Mike, I need to get this pick to you. This James Hetfield guitar pick. What do you think? An AI version of Eat 'Em and Smile? Just like, 30 seconds of what it could have been. Based on the script.
What was the
Based
script?
on-
I never heard the script. What was it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's out there. I just found the first 76 pages of the original script. There we go, dude. What do you think? Like an AI version of that, just to kind of see like what it would have been like, right?
Well,
I mean,
When I
So-
yes,
yes.
when I sent you that thing yesterday of Sammy Hagar singing, and then you said that was pretty cool, and I went to reply and it said, ask AI for an image. So I said real quick, I said, hey, Sammy Hagar,
Oh,
giving 2 thumbs up, and within 3 seconds, that's what it sent me.
yeah. Yep. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, and that was from WhatsApp.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa. Peggy is saying AI is not good for music. But no, I'm not asking it to write the music. Did you guys hear about that band? Everybody thinks is an AI band.
Mm-mm.
There's a band out there. What's the name of the band, Mike? You know this. There's a band out there that's like one of the biggest bands right now on Spotify, but it turns out it may be like an AI band, like not even real. I'm not asking to make an AI music for it because we know that the soundtrack was going to be this record. The soundtrack to the movie would have been this. I mean, it even says right here.
Give me a glazed
Right?
donut.
What? Oh. See, after releasing Crazy from the Heat, Roth assembled a new backing band. Roth later said the songs written for the album were originally intended to form the soundtrack to the film, which he never made. So that's where I got the idea. Hey, what if somebody does like a quick AI version of kind of what, like a trailer? Mike, what do you think about that? Doing like a trailer of what Eat 'Em and Smile would have been. Right? That would be cool. And Music Therapy Laz is saying that this guy right here.
I'm Rick Beata. You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Proved that it's an AI band. The band that I was just talking about, which I can't remember their name. And then some people think, Mike, I don't know if you know this, or Bay Area Rich, if you're here. Some people are thinking that AI band may be from here, where I am. Because one of the members in the band, one of the fake members, if it's real or fake, their name is the name of a town right here in Santa Cruz. Rio Del Mar. Which is just down the street. Actually, Rich, that taqueria that we go to, that's almost in Rio Del Mar, which is the name of the drummer from that fake band. Okay. I mean, we're getting off topic, but was that them Velvet Sundown? Yeah. Yes. Velvet something. Yes. Okay, we'll keep reading this, but that'd be pretty cool, Mike, if that's something we want to think about. Or not. I really don't care, but might be neat. Roth, okay, we read that. The phrase "Eat 'em and Smile" was part of a trademark registered in 1928 by the now defunct Ward Osley Co. Candy Company in Aberdeen, South Dakota. That's wild. So we got the production of two of the album's original songs became its biggest hits. Yankee Rose, which a lot of people crank on July 4th for some reason. A tongue-in-cheek tribute to the Statue of Liberty became an MTV and radio hit, rising into the Billboard Top 20. This would be themed to Roth's then planned movie Going Crazy. Also became an MTV staple that reached number 66 on Billboard's Top 100 in October of 1986. Huh? We can fund AI now costs money? Oh my gosh.
Oh, that went down quick.
That's what she said. Who was that got mad? They said every time they tune into my show, all they hear is me saying that's what she said, and they got mad about that. Who was that? Did you remember that?
I don't remember that.
There was a comment. I saw it, yeah. Well, I mean, if it wasn't for Ron's remarks, I can say that's what she said after everything Ron says. Right?
No.
That's what she said. Hey, the tooth. The tooth. What's up, man? I followed you over on X, I think. Stream Elements is saying thanks for subscribing. Holly B. Holly B, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Do you guys realize we are very close to our next YouTube goal of 13,500? We're extremely close to that. So subscribe to the channel. Join us. We really do have a great time here. You know, it's not.
That's what she said.
It's not too weird. That's what she said. That was some hater guy, I think. The guy who keeps. Oh, in my chat? Yeah, we have a few of those. Let's see. Similar to his preceding EP. What's an EP, Ron? What does that mean?
Extended play.
That's what she said. You sure the word was play?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Peggy, was it? Well, he's still waiting for his can opener from Laz. Similar. Like he's sitting there starving.
Said.
He's sitting there starving right now. Oh my gosh, I need that can opener so I can open this can of tuna fish.
Sardines.
Ugh.
Who cares about the key winder on it? He needs the can opener.
Yeah. Let's see. Hey Nick, what's going on, dude? Dude, good to see you. Let's address Nick's question here real quick. Nick, awesome. Hey, Johnny Beane, wondering if you and Ron have an opinion of the 5150 series guitar versus the Wolfgang. I'll let him go first.
I've never played a Wolfgang. I've never played one. Not yet.
But you've played the 5150 series?
Yes. Yeah, best in the area. I set a couple up for him.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's cool.
And the neck on that, like the slime green one that Laz has.
Yeah.
It's the same neck as the two Charvels here, Southern Cal.
So, yeah. So the 5150 series. Here, let's do this really quickly. Let me show you guys some photos. EVH 5150 series. Okay. So originally the 5150 series, originally the guitar was basically EVH's version of the 5150, the Kramer, which looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
One pickup, one knob. Supposed to be the
best combo ever.
The Kramer. The Kramer, but it's the EVH version of it, so it doesn't say Kramer on it. Although they did leave space at the headstock, so if you wanted to, you could put a Kramer logo there. See, they fit their logo on the side. It says EVH. Sorry, it's blurry, but there you go. So that headstock, that's the 5150 series headstock. Now, they couldn't use the Kramer headstock, but that's basically a Hamer headstock, and I think somebody had said years ago that maybe Fender owns Hamer now or something. So that would make sense if that's true. So they used the Hamer style hockey stick headstock, which looks similar to the 51, the Kramer. Now, what happened was after a couple years of the 5150 guitar, actually it was a few years of the 5150 guitar being out there, they came out what's called the 5150 series, which is just other versions of that. So, like, here you go. So you're basically getting like other colors. They all have two pickups. Kill switch. Right. See, 5150 series. You got the red rocket, whatever. You got the taxi cab yellow, slime green. All that. And there's different ones too. There's ones that are phone frozen. There's ones that are like really nice finishes and stuff. So that's what those of you that are tuning in, that's what the 5150 series is. Now the Wolfgang is basically the guitar that was based. The EVH one was based on the PV, which was based on the Music Man. Okay, some people call the Music Man guitars Wolfgangs. They're not. Right. But they're similar. Now, as far as having an opinion of the 5150 series versus the Wolfgang, I I mean, they're all great. They all have different tiers of prices, different versions, budget, little better. Now, the Wolfgang guitars, let me think. The Wolfgangs all have 2 pickups. Okay? The 5150 series, mostly the ones that are like solid colors, all have 2 pickups. But if you got the striped version of it, it has the 1 pickup. So as far as an opinion on both, they feel great. The 5150 series with the 2 pickups, the Floyd tremolo, pretty much, as far as Wolfgang, 2 pickups, tremolo, similar guitars. The necks do feel different, so the necks are not the same. But yeah, depends on which route you want to go. If you want a Wolfgang, guitar, which I have here somewhere.
Johnny's got 20 of them.
I got, here we go. I got one right here. There's a Wolfgang, although this is a, what do you call it? No Floyd version. So you got the 2 pickups, right? And then the other one, yeah, I think you get. Well, let me scroll. Does Nick have any other comments? They're all great. Depends on which way you want to go with them, or buy them all. That's what you want to do.
There's something wrong with guys that got a bunch of the same style, or same brand guitars.
Yeah, I know, huh? Let's see. Okay. Okay. I'm just scrolling through the chat. Okay, so that was my opinion. They're all good. Just depends on if you want the Wolfgang body style or the Kramer-ish body style. Andrew, or is it Andy? Andy Russell. Hey, Johnny Beane was wondering what's your honest opinion between the 5150 album and the Eat 'em and Smile album. My honest opinion on those are I bought 5150 brand new. I walked into this place called Target. They had both on display side by side, and I went right for the 5150 album. And of course later I bought the other one, but I'll always go 5150 over Eat 'em and Smile. Shh, don't tell anybody. Hey, I'm all about Van Halen, man. Nick, there you are. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome, man. And good to see you, dude.
Okay, Andy, is this you?
No, that's not him. Is it? Or maybe it is. I don't know.
7-time Pro Bowler.
Is it? What? Light doesn't move. We move to it at the speed of light. That's all I got. All right. Thank you so much. What are we talking about?
5150 and Eat 'em and Smile.
Eat 'em and Smile. Oh, dude, today's the anniversary of Eat 'em and Smile. Did you know that?
Yesterday was.
Oh, I'm sorry, yesterday. I guess it was yesterday. I don't know. I haven't slept for a week. Similar, well, we read this. We read that part. That's Life became a minor hit at the end of 1986. That's Life. Isn't that a Sinatra?
Yeah.
Yeah. with a video featuring clips of previous Roth and Van Halen videos being in heavy rotation on MTV. And I'm Easy, a third cover of John D. Loudermilk's folk blues song Tobacco Road. And Billy Sheehan brought in Shy Boy, a composition from his previous band Talus. The remainder of the songs are written by Roth and Steve Vai. I do remember in an interview with Eddie Van Halen, I don't know if it was 5150 era. It may have been, because you remember back in the day, every magazine cover was Roth versus Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Edward did an interview. It may have been Guitarist for the Practicing Musician. I forget which magazine. But he did an interview where he thought that they would have songwriting problems because he said that Vai didn't write those types of songs, and that he had heard that they were buying songs from Steve Lukather, guitarist from Toto. I mean, I don't know if that's true. Could be. I don't know. Well, really, we just have to look at the writing credits, and it'll tell us exactly who wrote the songs. So maybe we'll do that. The remainder of the songs, okay, were written by Roth and Vai. Okay. A cover version of Kids in Action written by Kim Mitchell and the band Max Webster. Hey, wait, that's supposed to be applause. Dude, Bay Area Rich, are you reading this? I had no idea about this. Max Webster, that was a CD that Rich let me borrow.
Ooh,
And I had, dude,
Billy's on it.
Dude, this all makes sense now. This is so weird. There you are, man. This is so weird because, yeah, he says yes. Okay.
Yes, Johnny, yes.
Now, okay, this is news to him. This is news to me too. But this makes sense. Okay? Sort of. Well, you guys know, it's a small world and all that, but okay, so Uncle Dude is saying that there's that Kim Mitchell connection. What I was going to say, though, backstage recordings, you saw Max Webster live in 77? Right on, dude. Is that Raymond?
Yes.
Is that Uncle Raymond? By the way, congratulations to Amanda, Uncle Raymond. She was like in the program for that show that happened the other day, right?
Back
she
to the beginning. Mm-hmm.
The Back to the Beginning. She got some sort of credit in that. That's amazing. That's incredible.
Yes, it is.
So, okay, so what I'm going to say, though, a cover version of Kids in Action written by Kim Mitchell of the band Max Webster was recorded for the album. Sheehan had briefly been a member of Max Webster, according to Mitchell. Dude, I didn't know that either. That's pretty cool. But no, what I was going to say was here's like a connection, but not really, sort of, is Max Webster. There was a Max Webster album that Bay Area Rich let me borrow. I listened to it because I do a lot of driving, right? So I listened to it. There was one song on that Max Webster album that totally reminded me of a song by the Tubes. And it's not She's the Beauty. It was a different song. And I'm like, dude, this sounds just like a song from the Tubes that they wrote with Steve Lukather. And now you got the quote from Eddie Van Halen saying that he heard they were buying songs from Lukather, right? So this kind of all ties in, right? Sort of? Or it connects. There's like
it's the same but different.
Coincidences. Okay. But according to Kim Mitchell, you know Kim Mitchell, right?
Who, me? No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't know him, but you know who he is? His biggest song, as far as what I can remember, was a song called Go for a Soda. We talked about this before.
Yeah, I never heard it.
Yeah. Oh, look it up. Yeah. You'll hear it and you'll be like, wow. Yeah, Go for a Soda was Kim Mitchell's big song. He was also
from Canada?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
he was a radio DJ in Canada. I think he still is now. He's actually on the radio. But he was in Max Webster, and according to Mitchell, it didn't work out. There were no hard feelings, and he went on and did really well. I got a call from him one day, and he goes, "Hey, man, I'm in the studio with David Lee Roth, Ted Templeman, and Steve Vai, and we're covering your tune, Kids in Action, and we need the words to the second verse." I was shaking on the phone. This was right after Roth left Van Halen. Then at the last minute, it got bumped off the record for Tobacco Road. Wow. I was shaking on the phone. Meaning he was nervous or mad?
Or both.
Or both. That would have been pretty cool, man, to get a writing credit on that or have them cover your song, man. That could have been huge. This is the first of 2 Roth albums to feature the duo of Steve Vai and what's his name?
Your good friend.
My good friend Billy Sheehan. Dude, I can't wait to run into him at the NAMM show again, man. It's going to be awesome. On guitar and bass, respectively. Throughout the album, the two often synced complicated bass lines and lead guitar parts on tracks such as Shy Boy and Elephant Gun. The album brought Steve Vai into the public eye as a contender with Eddie Van Halen, the previous guitarist who worked with Roth. The album features...
Wait a minute.
What?
The previous guitarist who worked with Roth. Shouldn't it say the guitarist who Roth worked with? Say that 3 times real fast.
Wow. Who knows who wrote this?
That's true.
That's the thing about Wikipedia. Is
Probably Dave.
you have no idea who wrote this stuff. Somebody actually years ago made a Wikipedia for me. And it was up for like a day, and then they took it down. We did a show. I was doing a show one time, and I'm like, hey, somebody make a Wikipedia of me, and they did. And it was there. It was about Johnny Beane, but it was gone like the next day. But now you got AI to do all that stuff. So let's see. Yeah. So the previous guitarist who worked with David. Well, yeah, right. The album features some of Steve Vai's most renowned guitar work. Can you read Spanish? Well, it says "Wild Smile." Literally, what it means.
Okay.
The Spanish language version of "Eat 'Em and Smile." According to the Van Halen Encyclopedia, the idea to re-record the album in Spanish was the idea of bassist Billy Sheehan, who had read an article in the magazine which reported that over half the Mexican population was between the ages of 18 and 27, a prime record-buying market. Roth recut all his vocals with the help of a Spanish tutor in the studio. He edited some of the risque lyrics so as not to offend the more conservative Spanish-speaking population. With the exception of the vocals, the basic music tracks are the same as the Eat 'Em and Smile version, with the only exception being Big Trouble, which ends abruptly as opposed to a fading out English version. That's pretty cool.
Gringo Spanish.
According to Sheehan, the album was not well received, with many people considering it Gringo Spanish. Any future Spanish version ideas were dropped. Wild Smile was originally released on vinyl and cassette, but deleted almost immediately. A CD version did not appear until 2007. And actually, if somebody wants this on CD, I know a record store that has one. A record store. Mr. Mike, you know that record store too. You can go over there and buy it right now if you want. They're open. They'll be open tomorrow. Last couple times I was in there, they had the Spanish version of the album sitting there on CD. All the liner notes of the original release were written in Spanish, except for the copyright notice and the Dolby. Or is it doubly? Laz will get that reference. Noise reduction information on the cassette version. Yeah, Mike, you can go over there and get it tomorrow. I almost bought it. Maybe next time I'm up there, I'll get it. 30th anniversary attempt. Oh yeah, we talked about this on the show years ago. In 2015, a live concert for the 30th anniversary was planned, featuring Vi Sheehan, Bissonette, and keyboardist Brett Tuggle. Initially, Michael Starr. Okay, I know I've got that here somewhere.
2 minutes later.
I just used it the other day.
Hey, what's up? I'm Michael Starr from Steel Panther. Listen to Johnny Beane TV, right? Or am I wrong?
Isn't that Michael Starr?
Yes.
That's him, right?
Yes.
He said he's Michael Starr, right?
Yes.
Is that his real name?
No.
That was him, right?
Hey, what's up? I'm Michael Starr from Steel Panther. Listen to Johnny Beane TV, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, that's
You're actually right. You are listening to Johnny Beane TV. So that's Michael Starr. So initially, Michael Starr was going to sing, but at the last minute, Roth arrived at the venue. Due to safety measures and the overwhelmed capacity of the venue, fire marshals shut it down. Dang.
And that's when Steve was going ahead and going to do it anyhow. He was going to pay the fine, but something else happened.
We'll read a little bit more of this, you guys. By the way, smash that thumbs up. I see 20 thumbs ups here on YouTube. But we are also we're on Facebook, so make sure to smash that like button. Double tap that heart on Instagram. Reception. The album was a critical and commercial success. Many reviews compared Eat 'Em and Smile with Van Halen's, I can't say that word, synth heavy 5150, which featured Roth's replacement. What the hell's that? Okay.
Krang!
Why did that? Oh, there we go.
Good thing that's all it was. That's what she said.
Be careful what you mouse over, you guys.
That's what she said.
I know. Okay, so wait, so who was the guy that replaced David Lee Roth and Van Halen? Do you know? While I look for the video.
You mean Van Hagar?
I still, even though they changed everything around, I still can't find anything. Oh yeah, this guy right here.
Sammy.
What's up, dude?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. You want to film? You can film all you want, man. What do you want me to tell you in that camera? Hey, happy birthday to you, man.
Thanks. I'm Johnny Beane. I've met you a few times.
Johnny Beane?
Johnny Beane.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Johnny Beane. Sammy Hagar here, man. Congratulations.
There you go.
One or all.
So Van Halen's synth heavy, which it really wasn't synth heavy. I don't know why they're saying that. Because they had a huge hit on that album that had a synth on it. 5150, which featured Roth's replacement, Sammy Hagar. Often favorably. Rolling Stone wrote, no song on the album was as slick as any of the singles from Van Halen's 5150 album. And, what's that word?
And
append?
Yes.
Append that Eat 'Em and Smile was much more trashy fun.
Well, that's Dave. So yeah, it was.
Daniel Brogan of the Chicago Tribune called it a manic spree where Steve Vai's stinging guitar work
is the most appealing component.
Yes. I looked over at my phone because I got a text. You guys remember when you're on a live show podcast and you're trying to read something, don't look at the alerts on your phone when they go off because you'll lose your place. Terry Atkinson of the LA Times wrote, and the Ted Templeman produced Eat 'Em, which stands up well alongside the best Van Halen albums, features the Roth You Know. Rock's answer to those pop-eyed... What?
Well...
It says wolves. Anyway, Eat 'Em and Smile was named Album of the Year by... Oh, wait.
Kerrang!
By Krang.
You know that's the name of a Klingon in the Enterprise on Star Trek. Kerrang. He was an officer on there.
Khan.
Yeah, well,
Krang.
not that one.
Okay. Where's the next word? Brian Rowley of Ultimate Classic Rock described Ladies' Night in Buffalo as the best and boldest song to come from any Van Halen album since 1984. Okay, so here's where we get to a part where you might...
Oh, yeah.
You were there. I was there, digging through the trash. In 1987...
I wasn't at the Cobalt Hall. I was at Pittsburgh Civic Center.
Oh, cool. But hey, in 1987, Kerrang! Magazine reviewed is it Cobo or Cabo?
Cobo
Hall concert, calling it one of the best shows I've ever witnessed and pure entertainment with a sense of surprise. No one is better at this than DLR. Believe
and
it.
I agree with that.
You agree?
I'm telling you, I saw it and it was amazing.
You were there.
He pulled off it to see Steve and Billy go at each other with a dueling solo thing, and then Greg standing backwards on the drums, standing on them, playing them. It was awkward to play. Then all of a sudden, Dave is up in the air. It was like a surfboard mounted on a scissor lift. We were watching up front, and all of a sudden the scissor lift stops, and there's Dave on it. I was like, holy crap.
That was on that tour too?
Yeah.
Because I know he did that on the tour after that.
Yeah.
Or at least it's in the music videos and stuff.
It was a scissor lift that was on, and he come out in that. And, and then I can honestly say I was in the studio with him. So there you go.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
So yeah, it was great. And I'm still say what you wanted to about Dave's voice, but as far as a frontman, however you want to say it.
Front person.
Yeah, there you go. The person in the front of the show, there's still no one, well, back then there was no one better than him. He knew how to entertain. He knew how to work the crowd. He knew how to get the crowd going. If there was something happening with the music, he stepped right in and got the crowd back into it. I mean, the guy was a showman. Really was.
Is.
Well, he's not as much as he was then, but yeah.
Well, because AI has taken over everything now. I'm the best thing. I'm the best thing. Well, they get to work on that trailer we wanted. In 2016, which sounds like the future, but it was actually 9 years ago. Ultimate Classic Rock's retrospective virtuoso review. What does an AI dog sound like? Anyway, the review said, with help from touring keyboardist Brett Tuggle, the foursome tore through a set list that included an equal blend of Van Halen classics and songs from its new album each night. Living up. Are some of these words misspelled? Or
Yes,
am I
yes.
reading that wrong?
Should say living
what-
up.
What does that say? Livening up Roth's traditional pre-Ice Cream Man storytelling introduction with a steel drum solo and touring bass and guitar virtuoso Sheehan and Vi loose for an extended duel.
That's what I was just saying.
In 2024, which was a year ago, Billy Sheehan denied a rumor that there was a duct tape line on the stage during the tour that other members than Roth could not cross. However, that became true of the Skyscraper tour and is why he did not join it.
Yeah, because when we talked about that before on a Van Halen show, I told you that there was no way that was going on at least the Eat 'Em and Smile, because they were all intertwined everywhere, all of them.
They had wireless
Yeah.
units there running everywhere.
Yep, there was no boundaries. They were all together. It was everything. I mean, it was a hell of it. And I saw it was probably within the first 10 shows, so they were still full of energy.
Okay. I have a question. Johnny Rock says livening is a word. Livening. Livening. How do you say that?
I have no idea.
Oh, even Mike Woods says is the right word. Livening?
Rocky. Rocky.
Livening? How do you say this word?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Livy up yourself. Picture.
Be right back.
That's right, John. Virtuoso. Virtuoso. Oh, I can see it now. Virtue also. Livening. Like making things, like livening. Oh, you mean like livening things up? Livening. Okay. Now we know. Lively Up Yourself is a reggae song. Oh, cool, Janice. Okay, I'll keep reading a little bit. Oh, I think we're done reading. You got the charts, weekly charts, peak positions in Australia. Hit number 26. Where'd that echo come from? Did you hear that? Canada's top albums, number 13. Dutch albums, number 57. Finnish albums was number 5. German albums, 51. Japanese albums, 9. New Zealand albums, 50. Norwegian albums, 17. And then you got Swiss albums was up at 12. Oh, Swedish and Swiss. UK albums, 28, and at the US, number 4. And then the year-end charts, 1986, US Billboard 200, position 84. And according to this, the region UK gold certification, 100,000, US platinum. Oh, here's the track listing. Oh, cool. Does it have the writers? It sort of does. Instead of the typical A-side, B-side vinyl artwork showed the track listing on one side of the disc, on the A-side had a photograph of Roth in costume. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I remember that. I used to have the vinyl to this. That was pretty good. All tracks are written by David Lee Roth and Steve Vai, except for as were noted. Yankee Rose, written by Roth and Vai. Shy Boy, written by Billy Sheehan. I'm Easy, Billy Field and Tom Price. Ladies' Night in Buffalo. I guess where it doesn't say anything, that's Roth and Vai. Going Crazy, Tobacco Road, the Nashville Teens cover, John D. Loudermilk. Elephant Gun, Big Trouble, Bump and Grind, that's Roth and Vai. That's Life is a Frank Sinatra cover, written by Dean Kaye and Kelly Gordon. The album totaled 31 minutes, 4 seconds. Personnel. David Lee Roth on vocals, backing vocals. Steve Vai, guitars, horn. He did the horn arrangements on track 3, I guess. Billy Sheehan, bass, backing vocals on 2, 3, 5, and 6. Greg Bissonette, drums, backing vocals on 3. Additional personnel, Jeff Bova, keyboards. Jesse Harms, keyboards. Oh, wow. Jesse Harms had worked with Sammy Hagar. Sammy Figueroa, percussion. The Waters family, backing vocals. Sidney Sharp, strings. There's strings on track 10. Jimmy Haskell, horn and string arrangements on track 10. That's pretty cool. I want to listen to this record now. I want to hear it. There's the cover. Yeah. Yeah. I always dug this album. Thank you, Janice. I do have in my iPod, which is actually sitting right here. I don't know if it works or if it's busted. iPod Classic. This thing holds literally like 1 million songs. But Ian, there you are, dude. In this iPod, I have the demos to Eat 'Em and Smile. You ever heard those, Ron?
No. No, I did not.
There are demo versions out there of this record. It's pretty cool. Like they do the Yankee Rose with the guitar laughing and all that. You can hear the demo of that.
Ooh.
James Z is asking, Haskell, did he have anything to do with Leave It to Beaver? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Eddie Haskell was rumored to be Peter Criss from Kiss years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Which he was not.
I don't know. Uncle Dude, that album rocked. It did. Set up by Marshall. Hey, dude! Good to see you, man.
What's happening?
See, I'm not a weirdo. I talked to him on the phone last night saying, dude, I'm not weird, I swear. See? No, we do the real thing here. We're the real deal. We are actually the best in the area here. Which is worldwide because it's the internet. Right? Ian, an indie channel member, heard the Spanish version. Very cool. Yeah, I was just saying, I want to hear this album now. Like, I really want to hear it. Happy Tuesday, dude. Good to see you, man. Yeah, Janice. Let's see, he was wearing red and blue and being a girl before it was cool.
Says the guy with the pink donut guitar.
Mm-hmm. Ron's wearing blue.
Yeah. I don't have any pink on. No pink.
Hey, I like that guitar. That's cool. Eddie Haskell. Dang, I forgot. Thank you. Oh, yeah, Eddie Haskell was Leave It to Beaver.
His real name, wait, Ken Osmond. See? Full of useless knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Ken Osmond, I think he was like a cop.
Yeah.
Right?
In L.A.
Like afterwards. He was a police officer. Andrew is saying, I do have a question. Which one of you called me Andy for some reason? He did. It wasn't me. Don't look at me. Don't get mad at me. Everybody else hates me, but this time it was not my fault. We can see. Huh? That we can see. Oh, the pink that you're wearing?
You're going to see me wearing pink. The only pink in this room is on the rainbow crackle from Bay Area Rich, hanging on the wall here. And there's not even much pink on that. It's more purple than pink.
Uh-huh.
And there is two things with shell pink over there that I would gladly paint someone's guitar to get them out of this place.
Yeah, that is cool. Let's see. Where are we at on time? We're at about an hour. We'll keep going. We'll keep going, you guys. You guys smash that thumbs up. I see 26 thumbs ups. We're at roughly 200 views live on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Okay, so we do have... Oh, this is your fault for calling me Andy because I like it now. I was the one that did it. It was me. I called you Andy after he did. So I'm okay. So wait a minute. So Ian is already thanking Bay Area Rich. We do have an unboxing Van Halen related from Bay Area Rich right here. We will open this. Let's do one more story and then we'll open this up, okay? Let me just find it. We got
Here's the only pink in this room. It's the only pink that's in here.
Yeah, that's nice.
Rich? Yep.
That's a nice guitar, man.
Yes, it is. Very much so.
Yes. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's go over to People magazine. Okay.
People?
Not Peephole. People. People.
Yeah, see?
How do I do this? StreamYard, you changed everything up. I don't know how to do this anymore. Share screen.
Thank you, Peggy. And by the way, how you doing?
Okay, let's go over to People magazine. You guys ready? There we go. People. Van Halen's David Lee Roth 70 spotted in rare outing in L.A. This was published a few days ago, so it's still new. Oh, no. What? Today's Prime Day?
Yes. Started today.
Dang it. Get these ads out of here. Okay.
He looks like he's pissed off. That he looks like he was going to like office or Home Depot or somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Jeff T, you're welcome.
Peephole magazine, see?
Let's try to read this.
That's not Dave. That's his dad.
The rock legend's outing came nearly 2 months after he performed his first solo concert in 5 years, announced a summer 2025 tour, which we will be at.
That was July 5th.
What?
So the summer, summer's almost over now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the tour's in August or September. I think it's a summer September tour.
Some fall tour.
So that's all this is? There's more comments on this than there is text from the story. Here we go. Need to know. Van Halen's David Lee Roth made a rare outing in Los Angeles on June 26th. Wait, that wasn't 2 days ago. He kept a low profile in a pair of brown Carhartt overalls and a tan baseball cap. The 70-year-old rock legend's LA outing came nearly 2 months after he performed his first solo concert in 5 years and announced a summer 2025 tour, which is coming up. Okay. I think this is just like a longer version of what we just read.
Yeah, it is.
David Lee Roth was spotted making a rare public outing in Los Angeles last week. On June 26th, the Van Halen star, 70, Van Halen star, do you call, that's kind of, to call somebody in a band a star? Like if he was an actor, if that was like a TV show, the star of, that would make sense, but is that kind of weird to call somebody in Van Halen like star?
Should say rock star.
Oh, okay. On June 26th, the Van Halen rock star, 70, Star 70. Wait a minute, I remember that movie.
That was Star 80.
Star 80.
That was about the Playboy Playmate that got killed.
Oh my, no. Oh my gosh, the ending of that movie is terrible. Star 70. That's actually a pretty good movie, Star 80. Was photographed leaving a building. Leaving a building.
As opposed to leaving a well-lit doorway down the steps.
Who wrote this? Was photographed leaving a building. He kept a low profile in a pair of brown Carhartt overalls, a brown work jacket, and brown cowboy boots. The rock legend, there we go, that's better. The rock legend, once known for his long hair and often going shirtless on stage, also wore a tan baseball cap and had a colorful bandana tied around his neck. Roth's LA outing came nearly 2 months. We already read all this like 3 times.
Yeah, I know.
It happened 2 months after he performed his first solo concert in 5 years at the M3 Rock Festival in Columbia, Maryland, May 3rd.
That's they repeat everything when there's no meat to the story.
His set list, that sounds like most of our shows. We could have done this show in literally 20 seconds. Roth's LA outing came nearly 2 months after he performed his first solo concert in 5 years. I read this already. At the M3 Rock Festival in Columbia, Maryland on May 3rd.
May 3rd.
His set list for the gig exclusively featured Van Halen classics. Oh, there's the photo right there. Okay. Well, it says the building he left. Or that's the address. It's in Beverly Hills is where he was.
They probably thought he was like the window cleaner or something.
David Lee Roth steps out in Los Angeles on June 26th.
Okay.
There he is. Okay. That same day. Wait a minute. That's not the day. The other day, though. That same day, David Lee Roth surprised fans by announcing a summer tour that is set to kick off July 22nd in Paso Robles, California. Hey, that's just down the street. Well, it's a couple hours away from me. And wrap up in Napa, California, which is a couple hours. But both these shows, the first show and the last show, are literally 2 hours either way in either direction from me. That tells you.
So you can go see both shows in 4 hours.
I could. Hey, Set up by Marshall. Are you in here? We were talking yesterday and talking about, like, he was asking me where I was, and I'm like, it's Santa Cruz, but it's, just think San Francisco Bay Area. It's pretty much right.
Rick.
So this article right here tells you where I am. I'm 2 hours from Paso Robles, 2 hours from Napa.
I got 3 chances there: Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York.
Ah, well, September 4th. He will also make stops in Florida, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Arizona. What do you? Arizona.
What?
How do you say that word?
Arizona.
I'm actually from there. Arizona, Oklahoma. I was there. I actually have been to Oklahoma, and more states, and more states. Who wrote this, man? And more.
Laz wrote that.
Roth rejoined Van Halen, best known for hits including "Jump," "Hot for Teacher," and "Why Can't This Be Love." Well, he didn't sing that song. For a North American tour in 2006 after a split of more than 20 years. The following year, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of the band. In October 2021, Roth announced his intention to retire from music. He said he would be ending his career with 5 shows at the House of Blues at Mandalay. Is it Mandalay? Oh, the Mandalay Bay in January of 2022. That's Vegas, right?
Yes.
I'm throwing in the shoes. I'm retiring, Roth told the Las Vegas Review-Journal at the time. This is the first and only official announcement. You've got the news. Share it with the world. He added, I'm not going to explain the statement. That's explanation. That's explanation is the explanation. Dude, who wrote this? Who's reading this? The explanation is in a safe. These are my last 5 shows. But that was a long time ago he said that. There's Van Halen right there. Yeah, that's a cool photo. That's 1984 tour. That's like the very, very beginning of the 84 tour.
See those jeans?
Sort of.
Gene Simmons told Eddie to do that to those jeans.
Really?
He says that in his book.
I actually told my grandma to make me a pair of those, and she did. I used to wear them. No joke. Actually, Janice, are you here? Can you send me an X reminding me to make another pair of those jeans? Because I will wear them.
You still have the other ones?
No.
Yeah, Gene Simmons said he's the one that did that.
Jeans Simmons?
Yeah.
Roth, who was just days away from celebrating his 67th birthday at the time, also told the outlet that he was compelled to really come to grips with how short time is, and my time is probably even shorter. Yeah, that's depressing, man. I've gotten you all I've got to give. I've given you.
You sound like Mike Brady. Wherever you go, remember that's where you'll be.
I've given you all I've got to give. It's been an amazing, great run. No regrets. Nothing to say about anybody, he said of his impending retirement, adding, I'll miss you all. Mario, you have both versions of Eat 'em and Smile and Steve Vai signed yours? Dude, that's incredible.
Never
man.
miss a story. Sign up for Peephole, free daily newsletter.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Janice.
Thank you, Janice.
Despite the big retirement announcement, Roth didn't stay away from music for long. He later released a series of newly recorded versions of several Van Halen hits recorded in 2022. During the May 3rd concert in Maryland, Roth alluded to his supposed retirement with a playful nod to an iconic film. We've reached the end of my first retirement, he joked to the crowd, per Ultimate Classic Rock. How many retirements did Rocky have? 9? Don Julio. delicious. Okay. Oh, okay, that's what you were talking about earlier. Sharon Osbourne says she disinvited one band from performing at the Ozzy Osbourne show. In the chat, who do you guys think that band was?
She said she was going to say it after the show, and it's been 2 days, and she still hasn't said it. 3 days.
Here's some comments. All right. In the chat, who do you think? Who do you think the band was? I don't know. Disinvited. Does that mean the band would have been on the poster already, or maybe it didn't even?
I don't know.
That far.
I don't. Well, it said days before the show, so you.
I'm gonna guess it was probably Oasis, because they played a show that was actually bigger than that show. Did you see their crowd? The Oasis show that they played, it was bigger than that Black Sabbath show, and it was just the one band.
But did they sell out in 16 minutes?
They probably sold out in 15 minutes. Oasis, dude, that's one of the biggest bands ever. Okay, where are we at time-wise? Okay, let's see. So we did that. What do you think? We have an unboxing.
2 unboxings.
We have 2. I could save one for tomorrow, the one that's not Van Halen related.
There you go. That'll work.
I could just save it for tomorrow.
Yep.
And we'll do that. So this I will open tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow.
Tune in, same time, same channel. Will Johnny
Actually, yeah.
recycle the paper?
Except we'll actually be on time tomorrow.
See if Johnny recycles the recyclable paper.
Are we taking calls?
Go for it.
I don't know who this is.
Go for it. Just answer.
So,
go for it.
Well, I'm going to mute it. I'm going to mute. Here, you tell them something.
The David Lee Roth Eat 'Em and Smile tour was freaking phenomenal. I did not see the second album tour, and that's the one that supposedly had the duct tape, where they couldn't get around Dave, so he basically had his own space on the stage. The Eat 'Em and Smile tour, man, all 3 of those guys were together everywhere, all over the stage. In one of the videos, Dave rolls over. I think he did that live. He rolled over Steve Vai, and it was just it was amazing. I mean, it was definitely one of the best live performances I've ever seen, and it was full of excellent musicians.
That move you're talking about, he would do that to Michael Anthony.
He did it to Steve Vai too. Yeah.
During '84. Actually, it's in the Jump video.
Okay.
Of doing this move. Peggy's asking if it was Motley Crue.
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I do have to take a break for a minute. I'll be right back. I've had way too much coffee today. We're going to keep going for a little bit. We have an unboxing here for you guys. So let me take a break. We'll unbox. And then, yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. So I don't know if you want to tell them more about the Eat 'Em Smile that you were at, the show. What you remember.
That's what I was just telling them.
Tell them it again. Tell them it like in people. Like tell them say it again 5 times.
Yeah, peephole. I will say this, and those who are regulars here have heard this before. Those who are new have not. In 1987, when we were in the studio recording our first release, our producer, named Mark Daddle, was running. He worked with Dave, and he worked with the band. I think he was Live Sound. Somehow he worked with him because he'd worked with Motley Crue. If you look on I think it's Theater of Pain. They credit as thanks to Mark the Bitch Daddle. His Mark was a live sound engineer. He spent years with Gloria Estefan. But he was working with Dave. So we had rented the studio and were recording our first release. This was 87. And I had my back to the window. It was a pretty, the control room was there and I was out in the recording part. And I had my back playing and I was working on a solo and, you never want to, my mistake. I had the solo planned. We had practiced it all before we got to the studio because you don't want to work on something new at the studio. So I recorded a couple takes on it, and that's before my operations and when I could actually play like I used to. And I'd done it a couple times. I really wasn't happy with it. I was thinking about changing. And Mark, through the headphones, I heard Mark a few times say, hey, do it again, try this, do this. And I'm sitting there and I'm playing it, and all of a sudden I hear, you can do better than that. And I'm like, that's not Mark. And I turn around and it was Steve Vai. Then everything just went to hell because I am trying to come up, do a solo with Steve Vai standing 10 feet from me behind a wall watching. And I was like, and him and Dave had stopped by the studio to talk to Mark about some shows. So
it was Steve Vai?
Johnny.
Huh?
Hey, Johnny. I'm over here.
Where are you?
I'm over here.
Who is that?
Over here, Johnny.
I see Ron over there.
Hey, Johnny.
Wait a minute.
How you doing? This is Steve.
Steve Vai?
I did ask if Steve wanted to record my solo for me, and he said no. He said, you can do it. Just do it better. Like, okay.
You should have said, dude, can we change places in bands? Can I be in his band and you be in this one? No.
So it was different.
You tried calling? I know, it hung up. That's what happens. I need to get a call screener. Actually, Janice, can you put your phone number on the screen so people can call you, and then you screen the call? You call up. Yeah. Call back tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow. We're going to try to wrap up the show in a minute. Your phone's on Do Not Disturb. Yeah. Call tomorrow or leave a voicemail or text in. Cool. So, yeah, that's a cool story, man. Not everybody has a story about Steve Vai.
And Dave, and
you can do better than that.
Yeah. And remember, I was telling you that he had the Studer, the new Studer recorder, 2-inch tape. There was only two of them. The other one was in 5150 studio, and Dave even said that. He's like, look, there's Eddie's machine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Awesome. Let's see. What else? Was there anything else?
Just unboxing.
Unboxing. Okay, before we do that, I just want to tell you guys, tomorrow, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, we'll be doing a Talking Guitars episode. And I've got some stories already for you guys for tomorrow. So make sure to tune in tomorrow. If I had a card. Oh, those are new. Oh, no way. I'm just oh crap. Hang on. If I get rid of that. So they have pre-made stuff now. No way. So the next time I have to use the bathroom, I just do this. We'll be right back, everybody. That's pretty wild. That's within StreamYard. That's their own
Cool.
Their own thing. So yeah, so tomorrow, tune in, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. We got some stories for you guys. We'll have another unboxing. Maybe we'll work on some guitars too. So
Well, I'm
tune
gonna have 4 to work on, but none of the 4 are here yet. Although the Holoflash T's guitar, the black telly that Johnny has one back there.
T style.
I don't have mine here now, or the one I did here now. It is now at the store hanging to advertise the Holoflash finish. I took it up
Which
there
is
today.
round back.
But Johnny has the same guitar, just not holoflashed.
That's true. Although I need one now. Holo. Is it holo flashed or hollow flashed?
It's HOLO. It's hollow. God, you got me all confused now trying to.
Virtuoso.
For those of you who have not,
Virtuoso.
for those of you who have not seen it,
Yeah, look at that, man.
there you go. Johnny, can you show them what the guitar looked like prior to this? The
It
gold
didn't
came
look
in
like
today.
that.
The gold Holoflash came in today. Yep, that's exactly what it looked like. Boo doo doo boom. Backwards. It's down, not up, down.
The Mully man. Mully, hope all is well, man. Dude, you know what I noticed? You know these guitar picks that I've been using?
Yeah.
I saw this one after I shut down last night. It was still, I could still see it.
They're glowing. I told you they probably
Yep.
glowed.
That one does. You got
So
the
that's
T's
what
guitars,
Yep, that's the exact same guitar as this Holoflash.
which, by the way, they released a bunch of new, a new model, new finishes. We'll talk about those tomorrow. Janice, please remind me.
And I will be doing a special Holoflash finish for Torsen at T's Guitars. Now he's going to send it to me. I'm going to do the finish, and I'm going to send it back, and then he's going to list it as a custom finish for sale.
That's cool. That's cool. And also, Andrew, or is it Andy?
Andy.
Forgot to mention Crank. That's right, man. That's something. I'll mention it right now because you mentioned it. Okay.
Reverb, Steve. Just look on there on Reverb.
Kramer guitars. Here, check it out. I'll show this. Kramer guitars, the Kramer Beretta 84 in does that say Bumblebee yellow?
Yes.
Satin is fast, fierce, and will leave a mark. With a lightweight Alder body, 84 banana headstock, and Floyd Rose 1000 series Tremolo. This guitar is all bite, no buzz.
Who is writing these articles?
I don't know.
See, now you need to put black stripes on that. Reverse it from the actual Bumblebee.
I would say you put the stripes of that Danger tape. That would be cool.
For caution, do not cross police line.
Yeah.
You're welcome,
Very
Steve.
cool.
That's where I order mine from. There's a couple guys on there that sell it. I got gold, just came today.
Sorry, it's blurry. How's your hot? Okay, we'll unbox in a second. But let me just ask you guys, how's your hot level? I just saw this. No spice, light, mild, medium, hot, extra hot, Reaper.
What do you do?
I do no spice.
You don't have any Spice Girl records, huh?
I do, actually. I do. I actually did a here, I'll give this to you guys. Actually, yes. This video actually has no views at all, so I'm going to give this. I want you guys to go over and watch this. No, I did a video years ago, like nobody cared. I did a remix of a Spice Girl solo song. Let me find it. Right here. 7 years ago, I put this up. Check this out.
No spice for Peggy.
This is me on guitar. And it's not official. Like, it's not an official, like, I didn't actually do the song with her, although her and I are in a photo together. This is Sporty Spice. But I did take part of a remix competition back in 2010. And so I did a song. This is me on guitar. And actually, I actually mixed this. So check that out, you guys. It's a good song. It's called Your Mistake. And like I said, it's not official, meaning I didn't actually play in the actual song. But, you know, when they have these competitions, they give you the stems. And so you're able to take the stems, do whatever you want with them. And this is what I did. I called this the Rock Remix. Back in 2010. So how many years ago was that? I don't even want to know.
15.
15 years ago I did this. I'm on guitar, and I mixed it. So check that out. Check it out. I posted the video 7 years ago. It has 200 views. We got more views right now on this than that has. So let's see if we can get at least a few more views and thumbs ups on that video. Right there. Speaking of spice.
Wake it up.
Okay. Unbox time. And drop comments on that video. Please. Say, hey, Johnny Beane from the future sent us. We are here now. So please, click on that. Okay, unboxing time. Is Rich, are you watching?
He should be.
Rich, are you here? This is a Van Halen item that Bay Area Rich sent in. I have no idea what it is. He says that it's pretty cool. I have no idea what it is. But he was like, Johnny, you're going to dig this. So I'm excited. You guys ready? Ready for this? Okay, so we're going to unbox. We're going to check this out. Thank you, Janice. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, you guys listen to it and let me know what you guys think. I mean, it was something that I did 7 years ago. So of course now, if I was to remix a song or do production, I would have totally done things differently. That's how it always is, man. Like, to me, it's never. It can always be better. Like what Steve Vai said with your stuff. You can do better than that, right? What was it? Were you playing a guitar solo or doing a guitar track, and he heard it and he came in and he's like, ugh.
No, he apparently he'd heard me play it a couple times, and Mark had said, do it again, but try this or add on to this or hit a harmonic here. I don't remember. And then all of a sudden Steve got on the mic and said that. You can do better than that.
You can do better than that.
I turned around. I turned around after Steve left. I couldn't do nothing when he was there. I mean, it was like, okay, what am I going to do in front of Steve Vai? Except look like a fool. So,
But the thing is, you weren't trying to play. Were you trying to play a Steve Vai style riff
no,
or lick on that?
No.
But you just couldn't play in front of him.
No. Yeah, it was just I starstruck, you know.
Well, he was standing there next to the star of Van Halen.
Yeah. Did you know? We have to check on this for sure. But
this is a weird box. I can't
Joe
open
Walsh and Stevie Nicks got married a few days ago.
I didn't hear anything about that. Where are you getting your info from? That would be all over my... Is that true, you guys? Joe Walsh and Stevie Nicks got married? That seems like that'd be all over my Facebook feed if that was true. But then I've barely even looked on Facebook the past couple of days, so I don't know. Peggy didn't hear that. Mike Wood says they dated 1,000,000 years ago.
Yeah, and it says, a love once lost was quietly reborn. Stevie Nicks, the voice of heartbreak and Silver Moons, married Joe Walsh, the guitar outlaw who once walked away to save them both. No press, no spectacle, just vows whispered through the tears and wind. But then came a moment that made time stop. Ringo Starr stood dressed in a black velvet and sang. His voice aged but defiant, carried not just melody but memory.
Dude, that's an AI story. Say that again. But that one time when they actually said that and stuff. Dude, you were reading that just like one of those AI stories. Right, Mike Woods? By the way, it was his birthday a couple days ago. Ringo Starr. Is this true? I don't think this is true at all. Let me see. What is it? Steve Vai?
Said there was no press, no spectacle.
No. You can't escape that now. Somebody there would leak something. TMZ would be all over this. What's it, Joe Walsh?
Yes, Joe Walsh and Stevie Nicks' marriage.
Stevie Nicks and Joe Walsh had a romantic relationship in the 80s. News. No. Nothing.
Let's ask.
Did you find a National Enquirer from the 80s, like somewhere?
Gemini.
No. Gemini won't say anything about that.
I was just going to ask if she knew if Joe Walsh and Stevie Nicks got married.
She.
I couldn't find any information about that. You might want to try searching online to see if you can find anything.
You might want to try asking Johnny Beane. Well, according to the internet... Oh, crap. According to the internet, no. Stevie Nicks and Joe Walsh were not married. While they had a romantic relationship in the 80s, they never married. Nicks has been married once to Kim Anderson in 1983, but they divorced after a few months. She has stated that Walsh was her greatest love, but their relationship was ultimately derailed by drug use. Where did you hear that? Wait. Where are you reading that from? Peephole magazine, Johnny?
I sent you the
I'm
link.
not clicking on that link. The last time I clicked on a link that you sent me went to some fake website, .vip, and I'm not clicking that. Stevie has a daughter? Maybe Joe Walsh married her daughter.
Well, when Joe does come to the store for the Dr. Z,
you'll ask
seminar,
him.
I'll show him the picture and say, "Hey, is this true?"
Did you really just marry Stevie Nicks? Yeah, I did. Dude, I'm not seeing any... Where are you reading that from? I'm not reading anything about that.
Okay.
Sorry,
Well,
that was on YouTube, Ron. Ah. You sent me the link to that, though, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not clicking this. Where'd you send it?
What's that?
The Rock Vibes from the Cliffs of Big Sur. Dude, that's right here where I am. See, I would have heard about it. I am not clicking on that. Dude, those are AI photos. Those aren't real. I'm not clicking it, but I could just from the preview, I could tell that's not a real picture.
I said it may or may not be true. We'd have to find out.
That's not a real photo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ringo Starr singing. Yo.
Said you're the Beatles with an A.
Look at that. What are they in the forest?
So we did, and we all.
What are they on Endor? E.T. just flew away.
Open the box, damn it. Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's AI. That's AI of Joe Walsh and Stevie Nicks. I think. Joe Walsh is married to a woman, though. James is saying. Well, does she know about this?
Well, Stevie's not a woman? He's singing Octopus's Garden.
He's back there singing into a microphone. There would not be a beetle on the loose in the forest. Please. I know, GBD guy. He's the one that brought it up, not me. I didn't bring that up. Someone else posted a story about Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors. I know where he lives, actually. He lives in Walnut Creek. Well, Mike, you probably know that. Because I was driving somebody and they said that's his house. They pointed exactly where his house was. Helping an old man when a bank was what? Oh my gosh. Peg and I are talking to Ringo. Had a birthday bash in California. Oh, you're talking Ringo. Had a special guest. One of them was Walsh. That's probably where this came from because Ringo Starr just did have a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And they were probably at his birthday. At Ringo birthday. And then we'll get to the unboxing. Joe Walsh was at his birthday.
Was Stevie Nicks there?
In 2024. A 70th birthday? Ringo Starr is not 70.
Oh.
How old is this?
Ringo Starr's got to be late 70s or 80. Computer, how old is Ringo Starr?
Dude, he's like 85, 86.
I couldn't hear it. Computer, how old is Ringo Starr? 85.
That's I just told you. And I guessed. See, you guys, I know everything.
Except what's in the box.
Except what's in the box and how to read Wikipedia stories. You guys ready? Dude, that's AI stuff, man. I can't even find even if I wanted to find that, I can't. It's so fake. Stevie Nicks, Joe Walsh, married. Oh crap. Oh yeah, there are photos of them together from the 80s though. Wedding. Dude, I'd be careful clicking on those stories on Facebook, man.
I didn't click on it. It was just on this. It was just a screen. It was on. I didn't click on.
You clicked on. How'd you send? How'd you send it to me?
I just clicked share. I didn't click on it. It was already open on the page. Hello. What would you like to do today, Ron?
It's true. Ringo was there. Tell that to them.
It's not real at all.
I'll show him that when he comes to the store. Hey, Joe.
Dude, that's the last thing you want to show him. He doesn't want to see that. Everybody is showing him that. That's pretty rich. Virtuoso. Laz, how far back are you on this video? We talked about that. Actually, you called in. Okay, let's do the unboxing. Facebook. Facebook used to be so cool. Actually, when I first joined Facebook in 2000, oh my gosh, 20 years ago, my bio on Facebook, you know what it said? It said, I hate Facebook.
No, I thought you were going to say it said you were married to Stevie Nicks.
No, I was married to Joe Walsh. In live? What? The picture looks like Ringo is a priest, lol. Yeah, don't click that, dude.
Wingo.
Yo. Okay, we ready?
Yes. Please, God,
Virtuoso.
save this conversation. Open that up.
Dude, I have no idea what this is.
Well, it's bubble wrap.
It seems like it's a book.
It's a box of bubble wrap.
Wingo. Yo. Clip that. Clip. Yeah, you guys clip all that stuff. Clip it. I don't know what's in here, but I'm excited. That does look like Michael Jackson. Looks like Duran Duran. Okay, you guys ready? All right. Dude, not till after the show.
You're the one that said you was excited.
I'm so excited. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. Oh, dude. I know exactly what this is. I've seen a photo of it. You'll be excited about this, Ron. Look at this.
Oh.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2007. 22nd Annual Induction Dinner, March 12th, 2007. Look at that photo right there. That photo would make a lot of people on Facebook mad.
Yo, show that. Put it on your
Actually,
your
I have. I have. I saw this photo before and I posted it. That's pretty cool. Cool. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. What does this mean? That's a cool bookmark. Wait a minute, man. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, this is a cool book, man. Van Halen. Oh, wow. No way. Did you make this, or is this... Look at this bookmark. Dude, this is awesome.
It's got that whammy neck, too, going on.
Look at that. That is cool. It's like fuzzy.
That's what she said.
It's like, yeah, I know. Wingo. Laz is laughing. Milk's coming out of his nose right now. wait, wrong sound. This is awesome. Sorry for the long thumbnail, but I do play guitar. This is super cool, man. That's going to go right there. Oh my gosh. Dude, thank you so much, man. Yeah, nobody has this. Nobody has this. Dude, this is nice, man. The quality of this?
Peggy, you're winning that tonight.
Super nice. No, Peggy's not winning nothing. I'm not giving this away until tomorrow night. Just kidding. That is great, man. Oh, dude, there's some photos in here I've never seen.
If Ringo is in Winger, Wingo. That's great.
Wait, you can't laugh at that. I've got a channel ID from him. Where is it actually? Oh, if Ringo was in this band?
Hey, this is Skip Winger. You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Wingo. Ringo was in a movie that I was watching. That's pretty weird. It's him and Peter Sellers. It's a pretty weird 60s movie. Peter Sellers adopts Ringo. He's like some homeless guy and he adopts him and he shows him how to run the family business. It's a pretty weird movie. That is cool. Oh, Sammy's wearing the I Eat 'Em Raw shirt. That is cool, man. Guitar Gods. Ooh, there's a Guitar Gods section too. No way. Dude, this book is amazing, man. Bay Area Rich. Thank you so much. Wait, is that Joe Walsh? Oh, there he is. That's Joe Walsh right there. Dude, this book gets better and better, man. Congratulations to Van Halen on your introduction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Your friends at Warner Brothers. Dude, that's an amazing ad. I've never seen that. This is amazing, man. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, you're not here. Oh, there you are. What happened?
I don't know.
You went away. Dude, there's tons. Oh, every other page is companies, ASCAP, congratulating Van Halen and stuff.
Cool. Very cool.
Rock on. Sammy Hagar is in here too. Special congratulations to our client and good friend Sammy Hagar. This is like an industry magazine book. I mean, obviously it's for the Hall of Fame itself. You probably had to be there to get one of these, at the event.
Johnny, you would love the just the souvenir section of the museum.
I remember we did the
live stream.
We did the virtual tour. Virtual for us, yeah. There you go.
Rich and I was there.
Well, unfortunately, your original band name is taken.
Ronnie Spector. She had a great voice.
Wow, this is cool.
Speaking of female voices, Lizzie Hale crushed Back to the Beginning.
That's cool. So, yeah, it's a program handed out to the attendees in 2007. Cool. Dude, again, right on. Thank you so much, man.
That's cool.
This bookmark, super awesome. So that Back to the Beginning thing, like your pay-per-view expired?
No, I was watching it today.
Huh. Is there does it tell you when it expires?
It said 48 hours. You had 48 hours after the show, and that was over 72 hours ago. I had it on the computer at the store.
Mm-hmm. That's cool, man. Very good.
I think you can still go now and buy the virtual ticket and watch it. $29. Well, like 32 something.
Would you sit through the whole 10 hours again?
I sat through 5 or 6 today.
Oh, my goodness. Cool stuff, dudes. Yeah, I did see some of it because, you know, everybody's clipping parts of it and posting it everywhere, right? So, like on I woke up this morning. You guys know I go to TikTok first thing in the morning, right? So I go over there, and somebody, this girl had posted, what was it? Something I forget what the sorry, I'm falling over. I forget what the thing was, but she was basically pointing out that you couldn't hear Will Ferrell's drums during the Sammy Hagar song.
I'm not sure.
Like you couldn't hear. Oh, she's like, oh, drums totally makes the song, and there was like no drums at the beginning, like the mics were turned off. Did anybody else see this? Whatever the first song that Sammy Hagar sang.
That was Believer? No. It was an Ozzy song, not a Black Sabbath song. And with Jakey Lee, what had happened, he played his like purple maroonish Charvel first on the first song. And they handed him the white Charvel, the one I played. And I guess backstage he checked them and they were in tune. Well, when they handed him the white one, somebody had screwed up all the tuning. As he plugged in, started playing, he was like, that's that look he gave, and through the whole song. I mean, he kept playing, but it was like, I mean, I don't mean it was like little out of tune. It was like all the strings were completely off.
That happened to me one time. I played at a blues jam. This place called Eli's in Oakland. And I get up there, and the guy that I was hanging out with, the singer, he had detuned all my strings when I wasn't looking. I get up there, and you get up there to a blues jam, everybody, the bass player, drummer, they all know each other, right? They all play together every night, whatever. I get up there, all of a sudden I start playing, guitar's totally out. They're like, get out of here. They're like, get off the stage. I wish I had video footage of that. It would have been pretty funny to play. Yeah, it was Chad Smith. Yeah, I know.
I felt bad for Jake for that. I mean, that's the biggest crowd he's played in front of in years. And then to go up there and do that and then have that happen.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's probably one of the biggest crowds he's played in front of ever. I mean, the crowd is definitely bigger than an Ozzy show, like one of Ozzy's solo shows. It wouldn't have been a sold out stadium.
Ozzy, yeah, he sold out all the time.
He sold out stadiums?
Yeah.
Stadiums.
Yes.
Not arenas.
Yeah, stadiums.
Ask Siri that.
His initial farewell tour in the early 90s sold out everywhere it went.
And Jake Lee played guitar on that.
No, that was Zach. But Ozzy was very popular in the 80s.
Hang on. We're going to ask now. Oh, wait, that was right. Hey, Gemini, what's up?
Hey there. What's going on?
Did Ozzy Osbourne sell out stadiums in the 1980s?
Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne was huge in the 80s. He definitely filled up stadiums. Are you a big fan?
Filled up or sold? Did his shows actually sell out? Stadiums?
Definitely. Ozzy Osbourne was a huge deal in the 80s. He could definitely sell out stadiums.
You
back
said
then.
could.
Did you ever get to see?
Wait. You just said could. Did he?
She said yes, he did.
My bad. Yeah, Ozzy definitely sold out stadiums in the 80s. He was a huge deal back then. Did you ever get to see him live?
No. Where were these shows? They weren't in the U.S.
My bad. Ozzy Osbourne's shows in the 80s were all over the place. He toured the US, Europe, and even Japan. Do you want to hear about a specific tour or city?
What was the tour with Jake E. Lee on guitar?
The tour with Jake E. Lee was called the Bark at the Moon Tour, which promoted the album of the same name. It ran from 1983 to 1985. Did you ever get to see Ozzy on that tour?
I wasn't born yet. Did they play stadiums?
It was the Ultimate Sin Tour, too.
Yeah, they played some huge stadiums on that tour, like Madison Square Garden in New York City and the Capitol Center in Maryland.
Those aren't
Do you
stadiums.
have a favorite
Those are arenas.
You're totally right. Those are arenas, not stadiums. My bad. They did play some stadiums on that tour, though, like Soldier Field in Chicago. Did you want to know about any other shows on that tour?
Tell me about that one specific show. Was it sold out?
At Soldier Field.
Okay, let's talk about that Soldier Field show. It was part of the World Series of Rock Festival on July 3rd, 1984. It definitely wasn't sold out. Do you want to know how many people were there?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so the World Series of Rock Festival at Soldier Field drew a crowd of around 65,000 people. It wasn't a complete sellout, but still a pretty massive show. Do you have any other questions about that concert?
Okay, the show Saturday had 42,000.
Ozzy played the US Festival. And Jakey Lee was on guitar for that, right?
It was his first night.
How many people were at the US Festival in 1983?
The 1983 U.S. Festival was massive. It drew a crowd of around 670,000 people over the whole event. Ozzy Osbourne played on Heavy Metal Day, and it was definitely one of the biggest shows of his career. Do you want to know more about the festival?
Yeah, I know. Festivals don't count. Or do they? Well,
yeah,
my
you're
point
there
was, and sorry, Gemini, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Ron. is I wanted to know what was like the biggest show that Jakey Lee had played. I'm arguing I'm saying that this show he just did was probably the biggest show.
No, there was only 42,000 people there. It was sold out.
Oh.
Okay, I understand. You want to know the biggest show Jake E. Lee played, right? And you think it might be the one he just did. To figure that out, I'd need some more info. Could you tell me the name of the show he just did?
I don't remember. And we got to go. Goodbye. Okay.
Yeah, this stadium holds 40-some thousand. It was sold out at 42,000.
Sean, I just got this bookmark. Look at this. It's pretty cool.
Well, Sean, it has to do that Sammy Hagar was there singing Ozzy songs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say is this girl on TikTok was pointing out that drums make a song because you couldn't hear the drums for like the first part of the song. Okay. Van Halen did open for Black Sabbath, so there's that connection. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of connections. Live Aid in Philadelphia, 100,000 people. Who sang with Black Sabbath for that? Was that Ozzy?
85?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did join him for that one of those shows. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Uncle Raymond. But that's all that stadium held because they wanted to do it in Birmingham where they started.
Mm-hmm. Where was the show that Taylor Swift played the stadium and people were all like sitting in the grass outside, like the audience? Let's find a photo of that. That would have been way bigger.
Still wasn't as big as the Moscow Peace Festival in 91 or 92. Over 1 million people. 1.5 million for Metallica.
Taylor Swift Stadium overflow. Okay. Holy crap! Look at this. Okay. And then after this, I guess we got to go. I don't know. Oh yeah, I've got dinner to eat soon. Okay. Well, it says 74,000 attendees. But that would have been just people in the stadium itself. Right?
Yeah, because they're not paying to sit outside.
Have you seen this? Wait, what is this? Thousands of Swifties watch concert for free. Oh my gosh. This isn't even in the stadium. I don't know where is this? Have you seen this? Thousands of Swifties watch concert for free from nearby hill. Look at this photo. This is crazy. Dang it. It's like a Where's Waldo poster. Dang. Cookie notice. Yeah, I like cookies. Imagine being in the middle of that and having to use the bathroom. Oh my gosh. I wish you could hear my Roth impressions. Hey, dude, leave me a voicemail. 415-952-3263. Call us up, leave a voicemail of a Roth impression, and we'll play it. Wow. Okay. All right. But then, okay, so getting back to really quickly that Jakey Lee thing, you said his guitar was out of tune. It wasn't somebody sabotaging his set.
Yeah, they're saying someone somehow, because he was just backstage with it, because he was actually came out on stage after the rest of the band got on there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, he was like a special guest.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, because of the internet, you knew he was going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Or did you?
Yeah, it was announced he was going to be there.
Was it cool though? I mean, being a fan of that era.
Oh yeah.
of Ozzy Osbourne? Were you like, yeah?
Oh yeah. Jake deserved that. I mean, he deserves more actually. But yeah, he deserved that. That was well overdue.
Yeah, Overlord. I've heard that story. That's so funny. David Lee Roth partying all night with Ozzy on the way to the next city, where Ozzy went to the wrong hotel room. He went to sleep. He slept for like a couple days. They couldn't find him because he had a key from like a hotel from like a different city. I don't know how he got in. Maybe he just went up there and showed them the key and they just let him in. And they couldn't find him. That's so funny. All right. I guess we're done. Says we got 50 watching. You guys, smash that thumbs up. If you're new here, smash that subscribe. We got some new people here. Thank you so much. Actually, can we get some refresh? Can we refresh the browser on YouTube a few times? Can we get to 300 views live? We just need a couple of you guys just to refresh your browsers a couple times. And we'll be at 300 views live, which is pretty good.
Look here. 1.5 million people. That's
that Taylor Swift show.
That's when Metallica was playing the Peace Festival. There was 1 million for Pantera. Which is where when it was voted the greatest live solo was for Domination. And they show the crowd. It's like the crowd's just endless.
Wow. You know, in man, StreamYard's messing up. You know, in Star Wars, they would have matte paintings of all the stormtroopers. Right, Mike Woods?
Watch the Domination
install and
video.
launch different browsers. Yeah, you guys, open up more browsers. You guys should be watching the show on like 3 different screens. That'd be cool. Yep. All right. You guys, thanks for watching. And by the way, we're coming back tomorrow. So if you enjoyed this, come back tomorrow. We've got some other news stories for you guys. And what else? Another unboxing. I'll open this tomorrow. Wonder what this is. Actually, I do know. But...
And we'll find out more about Joe Walsh and Stevie Nicks. And Ringo. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
From Peephole Magazine.
That's not true at all. Hey, Billy Ray. Dude, did you get your guitar pick? Hang on. Did you get your guitar picks? I sent you some. Sean Howard on Dave TV. On Dave TV. Leave us a voicemail and we'll play it. Okay.
David.
Forget about it.
People Magazine. People. How do you read it? Like this?
Peephole wants to know, see? Peephole wants to know what's going on.
Ringo Starr. James, you're over on Twitch. Thank you, man. Yeah. Oh, let me just say that. If you guys are watching us on YouTube, on Twitch, on X, go to each platform. It's the same stream. You're not going to miss nothing. Go to each platform. Drop comments in each chat. That helps us out. Okay? It's awesome. Okay. Yeah, Stevie Nicks and Joe Walsh did not get married over the weekend with Ringo Starr singing. That's not true at all. It's AI. Look at this photo. It's like the weirdest photo ever. That is not real. Please. Look, they're like, he's back there singing. That's not real. Look how green the forest. Why would they be in the forest?
He's singing Yellow Submarine.
Facebook. From the cliffs of Big Sur to the shadows of the 70s. I love the rock vibes. Okay. Facebook is a scary place. Yeah, I know. Don't click it. I shouldn't even go to that. The rock vibes. Watch. Every post on here is going to be that. Posts. Is that real? Oh, there it is! There it is. Wait, oh, I can click on it. The rock vibes. From the cliffs of Big Sur to the shadows of the 70s, a love once lost was quietly reborn. Stevie Nicks, the voice of heartbreak in Silver Moons, married Joe Walsh. And this is not true. Ron told us about this.
And I said we would have to find out if it was true or not.
As all the final note faded into the ocean mist, some said it felt like music itself had finally come home. Watch below. I'm not clicking that. Actually, I'll click the comments. What people are saying. Citing the existing marriage, his existing marriage to Barbara Bach's sister. He's married to Barbara Bach's sister? Ringo is married to Barbara Bach.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. And everybody's saying, oh, that's not Stevie. AI. It's AI generated. What scary world we live in. I hate these nasty and crappy AI nonsense. Attention, this image is fake, AI generated. I call bull. AI can make anything happen. Not real. I'm so sick of this BS. Blah, 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 blah. Ron Gunner just reported this on Johnny Beane TV. Not true at all. Johnny is now reading this on his show, and he says it's not true. It's not true. This is not true. This is not real. Come on. Microphone's not even plugged in.
You know, Joe's got a Maserati that does 185.
Watch below. Look at this website. This is the website where this goes. Okay? This is the website where this goes. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's true. Everybody's saying, oh, that's not true at all. Not real. The rock vibes. I mean, I'll click on their page. Okay, some of this stuff is real that's on here. Is that real? That is not real. That has to be AI because that's two totally different rooms.
Oh, the light's on. And on the other one, it's not light. The light's not on.
No. That's not real at all. That's fake. Yeah, we read that earlier. Half the stories on here are AI generated photos. That's not real. Because look, John Lennon is on stage with Springsteen. Come on.
John didn't die. You didn't know that?
Where is this?
That's 1980.
That's not real. Nothing is real. That's right. I'm getting away from this site.
John will be checking it out every morning now.
Yeah, I know. Wait a minute. Oh, this story is on him. I'm scrolling down. Johnny Beane just bought a guitar. Dude, this ain't real. All right. All right, we're done. Thank you, guys. Janice should go lay down. Go lay down, Janice.
Have you ever heard Ozzy's version of In My Life?
No.
From the Beatles? It's great. Seriously.
That was a tease guitar on there. It should have been. By the way, they have brand new models. We'll be reading about them tomorrow.
Yeah, you could order them as of 2 hours ago.
Instead of watching this. Sean, thank you so much. All right. All right. Ron's going to play us out. You guys ready? There you go. All right. Thank you, channel members. Thank you for your continued support for this channel and these shows. Thank you, guys. We will see you guys tomorrow. Right here. Right?
Yes, sir.
9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Right here on... What channel is this? Oh, this is the Van Halen show, so we got to do a Van Halen one. See you guys later, right here on Johnny Beane TV.
Hey, it's Greg Bissonette. You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Hi, this is Weasel Zapper. You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Now we got two songs playing at once. Thank you guys for watching. Click on another video on the screen. Drop your comments below. I want to see 20 comments down below, okay? Tune in tomorrow right here on Johnny Beane TV. Bye-bye.
Good night, all.
Thank you for watching.
Stay safe, Peggy.